Time for another video, guys. So today I'm just going to show you the inside of this extremely beautiful and very heavy and capable vintage power amp. It's the Harman Kardon Citation 7.1 amplifier. This is an absolute beast, really heavy. You can tell by the sizing, massive heat sinks, and as you would always want to have it, it's THX Lucasfilm certified. This is a massive 34 kilogram amplifier. It's got 4 channels which can drive 150 watts into each of the 4 channels, but in bridge mode, sorry, I should add that's at 8 ohms, but in bridge mode, which this amp is capable of doing, it'll push out 450 watts per channel into 8 ohms. That's the rear of the amp, and as you can see, quite sturdy binding posts and your RCA inputs. It doesn't have balance inputs. You've got your on-off switch there, your remote control in and out. These are your 2 channels on the left, 2 channels on the right, and in bridge mode you just use those 2. Make sure the switch is flicked into bridge mode, and there you have it. Power plug goes in there. Just give you some information about the labels at the back, but more importantly I want to show you the layout of the amp inside. These are absolutely huge heat sinks. Thankfully this is one of the easier amps to open up and have a look inside. All it needs is taking out the top screws of the top plate and lifting it up, and this is quite heavy. I would say maybe you probably won't be able to see that, but I'd say maybe 2 or 3 millimeter sheet metal. So quite thick, quite heavy, not a lot of flex in that top plate. And there you go, that's the layout. And surprisingly, with some of the newer amps that are slightly thinner profile, you have the power supply in the middle with the toroidal transformer, and all of the PCBs are laid out flat. I find this very interesting and efficient in the way that each of the channel amplification boards are right up against the heat sinks itself. So as you can see, all of them are strapped, so the heat dissipates into the heat sink and then cools the amp down quite readily, and the floor and the base of the box is quite empty. Importantly, when carrying this amp, you don't have any sort of weight distribution issues. It's quite the weight distribution is 50-50 in the center, which is quite good. Unlike a lot of the other amps, especially AV receivers that I've had, you pick them up and one side seems to be heavier than the other. So just to give you an idea of what the layout's inside, massive caps at the bottom, and you can see the rest of the PCB there. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to open these up. This is a working unit, so this is all about all you're going to be able to see on the inside of this Citation 7.1 amplifier. But hopefully you'll get a feel of what the layout is like. I presume each of these amplifier boards that runs each channel is identical. So even if you can get a glimpse of something on that board that might be of use to you, then well done. And as always, feel free to subscribe, leave comments when needed. And yeah, unfortunately this isn't a full dismantling or tear down, but just a look at the design and layout of the inside of this power amp. Thanks for watching.